So what's the latest on the low pressure system's intensity and position?
Ross, good afternoon. All right, let's just go back 24 hours. We had no low, but then as expected, it rapidly formed off the north coast overnight. It's drifted down the coast and it continues to deepen. So we've gone from nothing to an intense low in 24 hours. You'll note the isobars very close together, which indicates that intensity. Let's go forward now in time. You can see the low tonight will be near stationary, just hovering off the central part of the New South Wales coast. It's not until tomorrow afternoon we'll start to see that low drifting away from the coastline, Ros.
And where are we seeing the most severe weather right now then, Tom?
Well, it is that central part of the coast, as you would expect, due to the position of the low. So you can see on the radar there's some heavy falls through parts of Sydney, the Illawarra, but also down the south coast, because to the south of the centre, that's where the winds are onshore. So since 9 a.m, Ulladulla's had 61 millimetres and Kiama 54 millimetres of rain. Let's just zoom in now on the Illawarra and the Sydney region. You can see this band of heavy rain through the afternoon. Many suburbs have picked up well over 20 millimetres of rain. Bellambi is up to 35 millimetres and Mossvale's had 36 millimetres of rain since 9 a.m. Here are the strongest wind gusts so far today. Now, thankfully, the centre of that low has remained just off the coast, so we haven't seen too many gusts over 90 kilometres per hour, which is gale force, although Guatemala, in the Royal National Park, has seen a gust just before midday at 113 kilometres per hour. Kiama's had a gust of 82 kilometres per hour. Now, there is a warning in place for damaging winds for many parts of eastern New South Wales. The worst of it over the next few hours will be around the Sydney and the Illawarra region, but the strongest winds, even though the low will be near stationary, will expand out from the centre, so spreading down the south coast tonight and also spreading up the northern ranges where gusts could hit about 90 kilometres per hour. But that risk of gusts to 125 kilometres per hour, it's really confined to just a very small section of the central part of the coast, and that's only if the centre of this low can perhaps just edge just a little bit further to the west, Ross.
And how will the system evolve through tomorrow, Tom?
Well, let's have a look then at the forecast. So we can see that low hovering, but the heavy rain is shifting down. So tomorrow it's the south coast of New South Wales where we'll see the heaviest rain, the risk of flash flooding, and some heavy rain with the risk of flooding also spreading through Gippsland, Victoria. The rain tomorrow will not be as widespread through the Sydney and the Hunter region. And there's that low just starting to move away from the coast tomorrow afternoon. Altogether, over the next 3 days, 100 to 200 millimetres widespread around the south coast and the adjacent ranges of New South Wales. So some big falls still to come. Finally, let's have a look at the wave forecast. Now, we've already had a maximum wave in Sydney this afternoon over 10 metres, and those waves will continue to increase during the next 24 hours. So tomorrow, we are looking at maximum waves along the southern and the central part of the New South Wales coast, even up to about 14 metres. So there is a warning in place, that's that yellow shading along the coast there, for significant coastal erosion, and it looks like those large waves, Ros, will hang around into Thursday.
OK, Tom, thanks for taking us through that.